he was standing there the last time, maybe there. He just test this out.
You don't need to get going until the rest of it's just...
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're just doing one mic. Well, I plugged that in. Do you pick that up? Can you see the levels there? Okay. Yeah, and I have, so there's one guy on the PA system. Is that going to interfere? You might pick up the PA system. You might pick up the PA system and then the commentary. Sorry. And it's been okay, that's fine. I don't have to add in the mic. Okay, because in the broadcast? Yes, yeah. Alright. Thanks. Okay. So it's on now, so I don't know whether we want to wait till I'll throw in.
Alright with the PA or?
Yeah, you said it's not for camera.
It works perfectly. I'm joking. How are you doing this spit off? My
and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 New York Junior Hurling Championship final between Limerick and Tipperary. The teams line out as follows. In goals, number 1 for Limerick, Ian Gibbs from Pallaskenry in Limerick. Number 2, team captain from the Sean Tracy's club in Lurgan, County Armagh, Mick Ward. Number 3, Evan Curley from the Kilnadine and Leitrim club in County Galway. Also from Kilnadine and County Leitrim, Christopher Mahoney. Number 5, from Bishopstown, Cork, Arndon Lee. From the Kerry Falls in Antrim. Number 6, Emmett Hunter. From the Gaelic Club, New York, James Bree. From the Mungret St. Paul's Club in Limerick, Conor Flahan. Number 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome today for the New York Junior Hurling final between Limerick and Tipperary. The teams are lining out as follows today. In goals, Ian Gibbs, Kildimo, Pallaskenry, Limerick. Number 2 and captain, Mick Ward, Sean Tracy's, Lurgan, Antrim. Evan Curley is full-back from Kilnadine, Leitrim in Galway. Christopher Mahoney, a clubmate of his, Kilnadine, Leitrim, Galway. You have Aaron Dunlea from Bishopstown in Cork at 5. Emmett Hunter, Kerry Foggs, Antrim at 6, and James Breen at 7 from Lecaila in New York. You've Conor Flahan from Mungret St. Paul's in Limerick at 8, and he's accompanied by Larkin Kennedy from the Lecaila club in New York. You've Conor O'Kane from Glen Rovers Antrim at 10, Garrod Kennedy 11 from Lecaila in New York. David Wolfe, the Kilmallock man, is number 12 for Limerick. Then you have Dylan Grace in the corner, Conor Higgins, Clarence Bridge, Galway, and Kevin Lohan with Lecaila. So you've James McCormick from Borrisley and Tipperary in goals, Pádraig Wickham, Adamstown in Wexford, Owen Stapleton at 3 from also Borrisley and Tipperary, Jason Dewan at 4, Toomey Vara and Tipperary completes the full back line. Then you have Brian Power, Fant as he's known, from Ballyduff Lower, County Waterford at 5, Cian Mahoney, St. Thomas's, County Galway, and Toby Kavanagh, Borrisley, County Tip. Johnny Burns from John Lough Kilkenny's in midfield with Frankie Kennedy, J.K. Brackens in Tip. There's a change in the wing forward line. We have Mark Ellis from Cork, the former Cork County centre back, is in at wing forward. Then you have Joey Grace in New York. David Ducky Pond is captain from Monaleen in Limerick. You've Paddy Gill Burgess in the corner. Quaylon Connery is at 14 from Kilruane, and Mickey O'Sullivan, Ardfinnan and Tipperary.
Number 15 for the Ardfinnan Club, Tipperary, Mickey O'Sullivan. And the subs for Tipperary, Sean Gahary, Kieran Willis, Paddy Moriarty, Liam Donovan, Ross Porter, Joel O'Neill, Mark Ellis, wearing number 23, Stephen Harton, number 24, Stephen Harton, number 25. Management, Mikey Sheedy, Tommy Kavanagh, Mike Hines, Brian Carroll, Alan Ryan as a trainer.
Tipperary, of course, are the senior hurling champions here in New York after a strong victory over Waterford 2-3 weeks ago here in Gaelic Park. So they'll be looking to do the double here in New York for the junior hurling this year. The Limerick club reformed here in New York in 2016, and this is their first ever junior hurling final. Tipperary, of course, is their third final in a row, having lost in previous years to Westmeath and to Clare. So Tip will hoping to turn the cards around today.
Will be sang by Molly O'Loughlin.
We've Molly O'Loughlin here singing the national anthems now. That was a raw Naveen, and now we'll have the Star Spangled Banner.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for Molly O'Loughlin singing both national anthem.
All right, we're ready to go here. It's interesting to note that Limerick have the largest amount of American-born homegrown players in their squad. Tip, of course, do have a few as well. Joey Grace at number 11, and then wants to look out for James Breen at number 7.
Midfield now for Limerick, Conor Flav and Larkin Kennedy. Midfield for Tipperary.
All right, we're ready to go here. Referee is just checking with his umpires. Both teams look well up for it. We have a nice crowd in Gaelic Park here today for the game. Good number 9 there, Larkin Kennedy for Limerick, in for the clash with number 2 for Tipperary. That's Pádraig Wickham. And we're ready to go.
Gets us off away, straight away it's Limerick with the first possession there, and that's number
So
6
that's
from Limerick.
nice clearance by Emmett Hunter, number 6 for Limerick, towards the wing, and it looks to be out for a sideline to Tipperary.
Sideline for Tipperary.
Looks like Frankie Kennedy, the Tipperary midfielder, taking a sideline.
Sideline cut for Tipperary.
A nice cut by Kennedy.
That's Frankie Kennedy with
That's
the
down to Emmett Hunter again, the Limerick centre back. Tries to gain possession of the ball. That's now to the tip wing forward to John Burns. John Burns with the ball into the corner towards Ducky Pond, captain today for Limerick. And that's out for a sideline cut for Limerick. Or is it a white ball? Looks to have been a white ball. So we have Ian Gibbs in goals for Limerick with the puck out.
Gibbs goes long
Ball out to the midfield.
in the direction there. Off row, Kennedy, the ball breaks down.
Ball breaks down. It's won by the Limerick back.
There's Aaron Donnelly from
That's
Cork.
Dunley, the Corkman.
Aaron slips the
That's
ball
up now
back
to Flav, the Limerick midfielder. But a nice interception by John Burns to put it out for a sideline cut. So Conor Flav on the sideline. Nice cut on the ball. It's into Conor Higgins, the full forward for Limerick.
As far as Kevin Lowe with the shot.
Or that's Kevin Lone, excuse me.
Just to the left hand.
And a nice block, but it goes wide from Kevin Lone. That's the first wide of the game.
And James McCormick's got a squatter here again.
So we have James McCormick from Borrisalee with the puck out.
McCormick with the long puck. Goes
Long puck out by the Borrisalee man. It's dropping here.
Long ball there.
Nice pull by Paddy Gill, but Emmett Hunter gets the ball, and a nice clearance by Hunter. And out for another sideline. Dylan Grace races to gain possession, but it just a little short on it.
Jason Dwan.
So Jason Dewan here now with the sideline cut. Both teams looking to get into the game here now. So cut by Dewan.
Jason Dwan with the restart there now. Ball breaks down.
Breaks down to the Limerick wing back. And here's the Kilmallock man, David Wolfe.
Wolf with the shot.
A nice score by Wolfe. Oh, white ball.
Second wide of the game for Limerick.
Wide for Wolf. Of course, Kilmallock had a good win, the Limerick Championship yesterday. That's Toby Kavanagh with gaining the quick puck out. Nice clearance up the same wing. That's won again by Dunley. Dunley winning a couple of balls here early in the game. Nice possession. Out to the Mungret men. And it's a Limerick free. It's a foul by Toby Kavanagh on Conor Flav. So this should be a standard free for Limerick and get him off the board here on the first score of the game today. And that's straight over the bar. It's the first score of the game. Over Cormac, winding up for another long puck out. Looks to be down. He's going for Mark Ellis, the former Cork centre back. Misses the ball straight over his head. It looks like it's gone out for another sideline, but Pond keeps it in. But it's out for a sideline, for a Limerick sideline. Mick Ward is on the ball here now for the Limerick sideline. The Armagh men. Poor cut by Ward. It's after breaking down. It's a scrap for possession along the far sideline. Now Garrod Kennedy is on the ball. Long clearance. Good ball in towards Dylan Grace. Nice turn by Dylan Grace. He's gone down the right wing. And he's still going. He's at the 21. He's at the 14. He's across to Flavin. Flavin turns and over the bar. That's a great score by Conor Flavin and a good run by Dylan Grace. Dylan Grace, of course, is just back from the New York World Games team. Part of the New York World Game teams that won the championship there. Another shot puck out to Toby Kavanagh. Toby Kavanagh is free for the last two puck outs. A nice puck into the full forward line. That's Joey Grace with the ball. And Paddy Gill over the shoulder. And it's a wide ball from Paddy Gill. Limerick need to tighten up on the puck outs. That's two uncontested short puck outs that tip one. Garrod Kennedy appears to be playing very deep. The centre forward. It looks like Garrod Kennedy is out at midfield and Conor Flav is at wing forward. Then you have Conor O'Kane looks to be in at centre forward with Wolf over on the far wing. Short puck out by Ian Gibbs. Ball breaks down. This is Larkin Kennedy. He recovers possession well. A nice strike into the full forward line. Higgins wins possession. He's on the 45. He passes it out to the Limerick centre forward, Garrod Kennedy. Garrod Kennedy with a short ball. Back into the Limerick midfielder, Larkin Kennedy. Takes a heavy hit and the referee gives a free in for Limerick just at the 21 yard line, so this should be an easy free for Limerick. Some good play there from Larkin Kennedy in midfield. One possession in the middle of the field, delivered it in and followed the ball and regained possession and won a crucial free here. So nice play by Larkin Kennedy. So Conor Flav is on the free here again. And a simple free for Conor Flav, and it's over the bar. That's 3 points for Limerick and all by Conor Flav. So Tipperary yet to settle on the game here. Another long puck out by McCormack. Gill is underneath it. The ball drops to the Limerick back pulls on the ball. That breaks the Limerick midfielder. That's Hunter pulls on the ball first time and drives it up the field. Clash on the ball here by Dylan Grace. That's the Limerick corner forward, Kevin Lone. Kevin Lone takes on his men, turns him well. Ball breaks down and the Tipperary full back drives the ball out the field. John Burns wins it in the middle of the field for Tipperary. A nice crossfield ball to David Pond. David Pond over the shoulder from a distance, and a great score by Ducky Pond. Fantastic score from the far sideline. Ian Gibbs with the puck out. It's out to the Limerick fullback. Mahoney with a good clearance up the wing. Dylan Grace out in front again. He has a bit of pace here. Dylan Grace takes his men on. Grace kicks the ball. Wolf is in to help him out. Ball breaks down and Wolf is deemed to have fouled the ball, and it's a free out for Tipperary. McCormack is going to take this free, the goalkeeper. It's a big Borrisolea involvement in this game. I'm sure there's plenty of Borrisolea lads watching the game back in Tip. And it's won by the Tip corner forward. Bounces over his head actually. Does he regain possession? You have Stephen Curley, the fullback. Evan Curley, sorry. Curley with the hand pass out, and the man he gave it to is fouled, and it's a free for Curley. Free for Curley on his own 45. Curley has a good strike of the ball. I'd expect this to land in the square. Curley gives a short ball in the direction the Limerick wing forward O'Kane. A great block down by number 2 for Tipperary. Higgins misses the ball, pulls on it, and it breaks to the Tip fullback. Has the ball. A nice pass off by the Tip fullback. Tipperary coming out with the ball up the far wing. Long clearance now by the Tip back in towards the Tip full forward, and it's gone out for a sideline. Looks to be a Limerick sideline. Mick Ward to take the sideline again. Mick Ward, of course, was on the New York hurling team that went back and competed in the Connacht Hurling Championship last January. So good cut by Mick Ward. John Burns gets a stick on it. And that's a strike by the Tip forward. And is this over the bar? That's a great score by the Tip forward.
2 points for Tipperary, 3 points.
That's 2 points for Tip now, 2 in a row for Tip, and it's two points to 3 with 10 minutes gone in the first half. 20 minutes left, and Gibbs with the puck out, and looks to be out for another sideline. James Breen couldn't gain possession there. So Tipperary sideline in the middle of the field by Mark Ellis, and that's blocked by David Pond, and it's another sideline for Tip.
This is Brian Power to take it this time.
Brian Power with the sideline.
Power along the deck.
That's won by Eamon Hunter again. He's picking up a lot of possession in the centre back position. Kevin Lohan is racing out to the ball. That's a good flick by the Tip cornerback, and it's back to the goalkeeper. And in fact, it has gone out for looks to be gone out for a sideline.
Referee called a stop to the clock. 3 points for Limerick, 2 points for Tipperary. 10 minutes gone in the first half, and Limerick lead by a point.
So this is a sideline for Limerick. The referee is getting ready to start it up again.
And it's the first water break of the game.
Oh, in fact, they're taking a water break. So it's 3 points to Limerick, 2 points to Tipperary. A slow start to the game, and we're breaking here for a water break. We'll be right back. Alright, the referee blows his whistle to get the teams back. Get started here again. Let's see where position is down near the Tipperary 21-yard line. And I think it's a throw-in or a line ball. Let's see what the ref gives. So the teams set themselves up again. It's a throw in at the Tip 21-yard line. There's a scramble for possession. who's going to come out with the ball. And it's a free out to Tipperary. So Tipperary on their own 21-yard line. Looks like McCormick will come out and take this one again.
And McCormick comes out to take the puck out.
Tipperary need to see a bit of movement in their forward line. McCormick gets ready to take the free. It's a long ball again down the far wing, down towards Joey Grace. And Paddy Gill gets possession. Paddy Gill, a nice strike in. David Pond gets it, and he strikes for goal. Great save by Ian Gibbs. He scoops it out to Mick Ward. Mick Ward is normally safe with possession. Let's see, get it off to one of his men, and Mick Ward takes too many steps. It's a free in for Tipperary. That was a good goal chance for Tipperary there with David Pond striking from 25 yards, but Ian Gibbs gets the hurley out to stop it. So this is Joey Grace with the free for Tipperary. And this will level the game if he can get this one. And that's straight over the bar. Joey Grace was on that World Games team as well for New York. So that's a quick puck out by Gibbs. As possession is won by the tip midfielder Johnny Burns. Passes it to the centre back. That's O'Mahony from St Thomas's in Galway. It's out to the tip back. Out the wing to the tip corner forward. And he strikes it wide. That was O'Sullivan for Tipperary from Ard Finnan. It's a good puck out by Gibbs. It's a low ball up the wing. Possession is won by Toby Kavanagh. That's out to O'Sullivan again, the tip corner forward. Nice hand pass off to Gill. That was a throw ball by O'Sullivan, deemed by the referee to be a throw ball. So the Limerick fullback comes out to take the free. It's about halfway between the 45 and 65 on the near sideline. Again,
number 3 for Limerick, and Curley take this restart.
Curley is looking around to see if there's any movers for the ball for him. Looks like he's going to strike this one long. And he certainly has the distance to possibly get this over the bar. Great strike by Curley. It's dropping right into the square. Pulled by Higgins. The tip fullback wins it. And that's a wild pull by Higgins. That's a wild pull by Higgins and a free out for Tipperary. Possession was well won by O'Mahony from St Thomas's. So McCormick is out to take the free. Conor Higgins is getting his name taken by the referee. Let's see if this is a card or just a ticking. It's a yellow card for Conor Higgins.
For Conor Higgins, McCormick to restart us off here again.
McCormick in goals is a traditional blue and gold tip jersey with the tip outfield players in the navy and yellow. A long ball by McCormick. It's pulled on by the Limerick back, and it's out to the sideline. So it's a tip sideline, and Toby Kavanagh is going to take a quick sideline. Kavanagh gives it down the wing, and it's out for a Limerick sideline. Good interception by Christopher O'Mahony on the Limerick team. So we've got Aaron Dunlea, the Cork man, is going to take the sideline here for tip. With Mark Ellis standing in front of him here, we'll look to get a block on this. Dunlea with the cut. Kevin is fighting for the ball. Johnny Burns picks it up, or that's Mahoney, should I say. Paddy Gill has the ball. Paddy Gill with the strike off the left, straight over the bar. Great score by Paddy Gill. That's a good score for Tipperary. Tipperary now take the lead, 4 points to 3.
That's 4 points to 3 for Tipperary. 15 minutes gone at the end of the first
15 minutes gone in the game. Tipperary up by a point.
And Gibbs gets going again.
Gibbs with a long puck out towards the midfield. John Burns tries to get a hand on it, and it's a Limerick free. Free for Limerick. Conor Flav from Munger is going to take this free. This will be Conor Flav's 4th pint. It's a long strike, but it looks to be going wide. It's a poor strike there by Flav. It looks he didn't get it. He didn't strike it cleanly. He'll be disappointed with that one. And in fact, it's gone out for a 65, so he gets a second chance. Tom Fahey coming in off the sideline here to indicate where to drop the ball. Conor Flav. That's a better strike. That's a better strike, and it's over the bar. That's 4-4 now. McCormack with the long puck out again. He's targeting Ellis.
Drives a long high ball in the direction of Mark Ellis.
It's a good clearance by the Limerick wing back. Higgins misses the ball. That's cleaned up nicely by Keane Mahoney. He's getting on a lot of ball here early. It's a high ball in. That's won by the tip full forward. Conroy. And it's now Conor Flav. Pulled by Hunter. John Burns now gets possession. Strikes. Great block down by Flav. And Lachlan Kennedy pulls on the ball. Now number 10 for Limerick. And he gives a nice pass out to the wing. Gro Kennedy has a bit of time on the ball. He turns back onto his favourite left. A high tackle there by the tip corner back. And the referee rightly gives a free there for Limerick. That's some nice play by Limerick there to work the ball out of the defence into the scoring position. And our Flav will be looking for his 5th pint now and to put Limerick ahead by 1 pint. With 12 minutes left in the first half. A nice strike by Flav, and looks to be straight over the bar. Limerick now up by a pint. And there looks to be an injury here in the middle of the field. Is that Larkin Kennedy? That's down. Player down. So Limerick will be happy with the first half here. They're keeping the tip forwards at bay. You know, you have Mark Ellis there at wing forward. Obviously, is the danger man for Tipperary. And he seems to be well marshalled over there at the moment. John Burns is having a nice game in the middle of the field for Tipperary. The midfield battle here looks it's a good battle here at the moment with John Burns and I think it was number 2 Wickham was out in the midfield for Tipperary, and then you have Kennedy and Flav in the midfield for Limerick, both of which are having a good game. So McCormack with the tip puck out here again.
McCormack's going here now.
Long strike again by McCormack.
There's a high ball now.
Almost down to the tip.
65 over the 45.
Drops on the 45. Ball breaks to the Tipperary number 22. A nice strike off the left.
That's going to be John O'Neill.
Nice.
Tip, but it just goes out to the right and wide.
Just to the right and wide.
Gives the restart us out again.
Number 22 is John O'Neill. John O'Neill is in for Tipperary.
Short this time. In the direction of
It's out to the Aaron Dunley with a nice puck out.
There's Conor Flav.
Flav wins possession. Toby Kevin is fighting for possession.
Flav gets the ball at the second time pass.
Flav gets it in the hand, but he's on the ground. John Burns regroups, gets possession. A nice strike by O'Mahony into tip full forward Joe Grace. He keeps it in play. It's right on the sideline, and he comes back onto the right with a cross field ball. He's going for the score, and a great score from Joey Grace from the sideline. Fantastic score. He did well to keep the ball in play, and then showed his strength to come back up along the line and get a nice strike over the bar. Another long puck out by Gibbs out to the midfield. John Burns looked to be a push on the back there, but got away with it. Breaks to Wolf. Wolf pulls it back in. That's good intensity by the tip defence, but Wolf has the possession back and a strike off the left and over the bar. A great score by Wolf.
Point number 6 for Limerick, and the first scorer outside of Conor Flav, David Wolf from Kilmarnock, County Limerick.
Good puck out by McCormack.
direction Mark Ellis. Mark can't hold on to it.
Mark Ellis doesn't win possession.
As far as Brooke
It's over on the far sideline. Ellis has it back now. With a strike into the full forward line, John O'Neill wins possession.
In the direction of David Patton.
Mick Ward tackling, and a good Mick Ward wins the ball back.
Key team captain Mick Ward.
Mick Ward gives it to the Limerick fullback James Breen. James Breen with a strike in towards Conor Higgins, the full forward. Dylan Grace has the ball now. Conor Higgins regains possession. Higgins has a bit of space. Can he get it over the bar? Great score by Conor Higgins. That's two very good scores for Limerick.
7 points for Limerick, 5 points for Tipperary.
7 points for Limerick, 5 points for Tipperary. 10 minutes left in the first half. McCormack with the puck out again. Another long strike.
Ball out in the direction of James Breen and Mark Ellis.
John Burns down the line for Tipperary. Does he get possession?
All on the ground, there's Aaron Dunley.
Aaron Dunley, the Limerick cornerback, having a great game there. Flav gives a nice ball back to Kennedy, his midfield partner. Larkin Kennedy with a crossfield ball to Dylan Grace. Dylan Grace out in front of his men again, takes his men on. Has a bit of time, can he get it over the bar? Is he going to take too much out of it? Out to Higgins. Higgins with a strike over the bar. A great score for Limerick. Possession won by Dunley in the cornerback position. Gave it out to Larkin Kennedy, who gave a good crossfield ball to Dylan Grace, who took on his men, popped it off to Higgins, and Higgins over the barrel. Great team score by Limerick.
9 minutes to go. Limerick leads.
McCormack with the long puck out again. He changes wings up this time. A great catch by the Limerick, or by the Tipperary full forward Conroy. And Conroy has overcarried the ball, so free for Limerick. And John O'Neill has come in for Tipperary in the last few minutes. Obviously he's a danger man for Tipperary, having won an All-Ireland medal with Tipperary in the 2000 and early 2010s. Conor Flavin with another free here now. Can he get a score? It's a long strike by Flav, but looks to have gone wide. Wide ball Limerick. 8 points to 5 here with 8 minutes left in the first half. Another long puck by McCormack. Emmett Hunter, the Limerick centre back, is underneath it, but he misses it. The Limerick, that's Dunley again, picks up possession, and it seems to have been fouled on the way out. The Limerick fullback is fairly incensed. Looks to have got the Tipperary corner forward looks to have got a flick on Dunley on the way out there. The Limerick backs letting him know all about it. Roddy Gill with his hands on his hips there, taking a breather. He's got a nice score earlier in the game, but the Tip will certainly need more from their forwards. It's a yellow card for, or was it a ticking for the Tipperary number 11, Joey Grace. Alright, and Dunley is back on his feet. Emmett Hunter's going to take this free. It's from his own 45. Certainly has the distance if he wants to go for it. And expect this to drop on the edge of the square. Good strike by Hunter, and it does drop by the end of the square. One by Mahoney, the Tip centre back, having a great game here so far. And a great possession is won by Tip, and a long strike in to the full forward line. Paddy Gill runs for John O'Neill. John O'Neill with the trademark turn, gives it to Joey Grace. Joey Grace wins possession, strikes, and a goal. Great goal by Joey Grace, and a nice ball across from John O'Neill, well caught by Joey Grace, and he drives it to the top of the net off his left hand side.
McWard drives that ball.
Clearance by McWard.
Direction of David Wolf.
It's kept in play by David Wolf.
Tipperary managed to come away with it. There's Tommy Cavanagh, but it's turned over well by Limerick.
David Wolf has the ball here, and it's a Tipperary sideline. Tipperary sideline. They take it quick. In fact, they're going to be brought back. See if Keane Mahoney here is going to take the sideline. There's no sliotar here for him. Now they got the ball coming out to him here. Keane Mahoney with the quick sideline cut. Possession is won by scramble for possession there. Lachlan Kennedy wins possession, and Flavin with a long clearance down the wing. Higgins races forward with the tip full back. Stapleton wins possession there. Keane Mahoney with the ball now, and a good crossfield ball. John Burns with the long clearance now. It's going to drop in front of John O'Neill. John O'Neill wins possession, and he gets a good shoulder from the tip cornerback, and the tip full forward with the strike, and it's wide. 5 minutes left here in the first half. 8 points to 1-5. Gibbs with the puck out.
Gives that ball out the direction.
John Burns wins possession, clears it down the line, straight down to Evan Curley, the Limerick fullback. Curley with the crossfield ball. Gerard Kennedy is underneath it. Ball breaks between the two midfielders. Gerard Kennedy is going to strike it in. A good hook by the tipman. Down to Dylan Grace, and he's well hit by the Tipperary cornerback. So it's a tip sideline cut. Quick cut by Dewan. John Burns is blocked down by Higgins. Higgins runs into the fence.
But it's going to be a Tipperary line ball.
Tipperary line ball. Plenty of bodies down there in the corner. Dewan with a nice cut. And it's won by Lachlan Kennedy. Lachlan Kennedy is blocked down by Brian Power. Wolf gains possession, gives it back out. Gerard Kennedy. Great strike by Gerard Kennedy, and straight over the bar. It's a great score. Gerard Kennedy was on the New York World Games team as well. Also part of the New York junior football team that won the Junior All-Ireland a couple of weeks ago. Long puck out by McCormick again. Ball drops between Hunter and the tip forward, and it's a free in for tip. Nine points to 1-5. Joey Grace with the free, and that's a wide ball. Wide ball by Joey Grace.
Just under 3 minutes to go.
Alright, Gibbs with the puck out.
Gibbs drives that ball out.
It's dropping short. Won by Dunlea again. Dylan Grace is out in front again, and he turns. Good ball to Kevin Lohan. Lohan spills possession, but he has it back now. Takes on his men. Pops it off back to Grace, but possession breaks down. Keane Mahoney with the ball, and a long clearance by Keane Mahoney. Drops in front of James Spring, gets a stick on the ball, and it's a free out for Limerick. Hunter lines up to take the free again.
2 minutes to go. Limerick lead by 1 point, 8 points to 9.
Hunter steadies himself up. Takes his time on this one. Makes a strike.
Under a long ball.
And that looks to be going wide.
Over the right hand side and wide.
Quick puck out by McCormack.
Hit the ball in the direction.
Dunley is
Conroy.
Conroy with the ball in. Crossfield ball to Joey Grace. Gets possession. Back out to 21 for Tipperary and it dribbles wide. That was Ross Butler, the Kilkenny man.
Less than a minute to go. Gibbs to restart.
Just a minute to go here in the first half. Won by the Limerick cornerback. Ball straight into Higgins again. Higgins wins possession this time. Gives it out to Flavin. Flav gets blocked down by the tip cornerback. Ball breaks now around the 21. Conor O'Kane with the strike. Another block down again. John Bunce with the block down there. Ball breaks again around the middle of the field back to Wolf. Wolf spins possession. Scramble for possession on the ground. Referee blows the whistle. Have to do something quicker. Time will be up. He's going to throw it in. 10 seconds left here in the first half. The referee pauses the clock. He's talking to number 9, Larkin Kennedy.
Referee's going to have a word with Larkin Kennedy.
Yellow card for Larkin Kennedy. So is the ref going to throw in the ball? Referee throws the ball, the clock is back on. Tip win possession, out to the number 2. Oh, and it's a throw by the tip back, and a free for Limerick, and Limerick of course can take the free. This is the whistle is gone for the first half, but Limerick will be given the chance to take this free. So Conor Flav again. Strikes. And it goes over the bar. Another score for Flav.
That's 10 points to 8 at halftime.
So it's 10 points to 1-5 here at halftime. Limerick are leading by 2 points. Conor Flavin have 6 points. And Limerick are hurling well. Tipperary will probably be a little disappointed with the first half, but I'm sure they'll regroup at halftime. So 10 points to 1-5 at halftime, and we'll take a break at that.
This way. Leave that. Up here. Come on up here.
Oh, there.
Leave that. That's not ours. Leave that one. Here. Up here. Come on. He knows it too. Yeah.
No.
What are you going to do? You're not going to play? That ball? Okay, take that ball. Take that ball. Hit it.
Okay.
Huh?
Hit it.
Hit it. Put it down, hit it. This way.
Where's your phone?
Do you need help? Funny.
You'd actually get the result in one of them, like, you know.
We're going, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's like senior A and senior B.
Connor!
Rockland tomorrow? Yeah. All right, see you tomorrow. What time is it?
It's a late game.
Late game up in Rockland?
No, it's here.
Oh, it's here, yeah. Okay.
I know something. Roger's on the scene soon. So we don't
Yeah,
stop.
yeah. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. No bother, yeah.
The player, it's the same bunch of players. Like,
Yeah.
sure, nearly half of it is about 7 players. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, Mahoney is good, and Grace is playing alright. What, is it flat? How do you say his name? Flat. Sandy, they're the better team, like they could be up more, like you know, I don't know, like where the scores from tips are from, like you don't get scores or whatever. Who went off?
Get that ball there. Here. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. Hard to keep track of it all. What's that? New York GAA is one.
Oh.
Both teams back out on the field now. Number 17 in for Tipperary at midfield. And the ball is thrown in and we're ready to go.
Action is underway here again in Gaelic Park.
Breaks to Ross Butler to tip wing forward.
Tipperary trailed by 2 points at half time as we battle for possession here on the ground.
And that's the tip midfielder that just came in. Breaks to Brian Power. Brian Power with a hand pass out to John Burns. John Burns with the crossfield ball. That's caught by Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis comes back into the centre. Mark Ellis strikes, but it's going to drop. Ian Gibbs catches the ball, clears it out. And it's Wolf keeps it in. Wolf up along the sideline with a long strike into Kevin Lohan. McCormack wins the ball. The tip goalkeeper hand passes it out to Mahoney. Mahoney on a lot of ball. Long strike. Emmett Hunter with the bat. Ball breaks to Mark Ellis. Turns back onto the left. And a strike by number 20, Donovan. Donovan is in. And what is the referee going to give? White ball. Referee is going to go in and consult with his umpires.
Referee Eugene Collins is going to go in and talk to the umpires, see what the outcome of that shot was.
White ball. Referee gives a white ball after talking with the umpires. Still 10 points to 1-5 here in the second half. Ian Gibbs with the puck out. Gibbs from Kildimo, Peliskenry in Limerick, the same club as Kyle Hayes. And it's a sideline ball to Tipperary. John Burns is going to take it. John Burns looking for someone. He's going to end up cutting it long now. Hits the top of the ball and it up along the sideline. The tip man wins possession and takes too many steps over there at the far sideline, and it's free in for Limerick. Conor Flav is going to come and take this one again.
Number 8, Conor Flav.
Flav with the strike, but this is going to drop short, is it? And it doesn't, it's straight over the bar. A great strike from distance, right on the sideline, about the halfway line. McCormick now is surveying his options, and he's going to go long again, straight down the middle this time. Ross Butler spills out of his hand, but its possession is regained by Brian Power. Brian Power is well tackled by Larkin Kennedy. John Burns on possession. Sean Gorey spills possession, and it's won by Limerick. That's Aaron Dunley, the Bishopstown man again. Looks to have been fouled, and it's a free for Limerick.
7 minutes left to go in this game. 3 points separate these teams, not between them now at this stage.
Level look to add to his scoring.
Flav with the shot.
Flav again with the long strike, and is it going to drop short? Great catch by the tip goalie McCormick. He solos out the wing, gives possession to the tip fullback. Well worked out by Tipperary here, working it out through the lines, and it's won by the number 10 from Tipperary, and it's back out to John Burns with a good crossfield ball again towards Paddy Gill. Paddy Gill and Curley and Gill end up on the ground, and now it's won by Mahoney with the ball. Mishits it, and it comes out along the ground, and now it's a free for Tipperary. It's a free for Tipperary, and this should be a score here for Tipperary from Joey Grace.
Next game up in the
And Tip could do with a score to settle him here.
St. Barnabas versus Rangers.
Straight in front of the goals on the 45-yard line, Joey Grace with a low strike, and it drops short, and it's saved by Ian Gibbs. Ian Gibbs with the clearance, long ball down the wing. There's a foot race here now by Gerard Kennedy and Brian Power. Mahoney gets there first. Gerard Kennedy fights for the ball, gets it in his hand, solos down the wing, pulls on the ball. Ball is still in play. Dylan Grace has the ball now, and it's out to Wolf. Wolf with the strike and over the bar, and a great score for Limerick. A great score for Limerick. Limerick are on top here now at the moment, and Tip will need to get a few scores on the board. And Ross Butler is all alone. He gets the ball. He turns back in, and he strikes crossfield ball towards John O'Neill. John O'Neill is well marshalled by Mick Ward.
Between John O'Neill and Mick Ward.
John O'Neill and Mick Ward fighting for the ball now. O'Neill has the ball. He's coming back in along the line, and he strikes. Oh, Ian Gibbs catches the ball. And a 65. And that was a great turn by John O'Neill to get past by Mick Ward, and a good strike and a good save by Ian Gibbs for Limerick. So 65 now for Tipperary, and they'll definitely need a score here. 5 minutes gone in the second half. It's 12 points to Limerick and 1-5 to Tipperary, with a 65 coming up here, and it's Cian Mahoney, centre back for Tipperary, has a couple of county medals with St Thomas's in Galway. He should slot this one over. Strike off the right. Is it dropping short as well? Caught again by Gibbs. Gibbs with the clearance. And Gibbs under pressure, and he strikes out over the line. I'm sure he'll know it's better out there than it is down around the square where he had it just a second ago. So a sideline for Tipperary. Liam Donovan lines up to take it. Donovan is in here for the second half. A good cut along the ground, but straight to Emmett Hunter. Emmett Hunter with a long strike. And now it's a race between Conor Higgins and the Tipperary fullback. Higgins with the tackle, but the Tip fullback with a great clearance. Drops right down to Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis spills the ball, but he has it again. He takes on, and Mark Ellis is pulled back, and this is going to be a free for Tipperary. Emmett Hunter pulling him back there, and the referee is going back in now to talk to Hunter. And it's a 21-yard free now. John O'Neill lines up to take it. Will he go for goal here? Limerick would certainly want to be ready for it just in case. Gibbs is organising his men on the line.
That is John O'Neill to take this.
John O'Neill takes a few steps back. He might go for it. He's going to take it off the left here. Tip could certainly do with a goal. John O'Neill strikes it and straight over the bar.
And that reduces the deficit to 3.
It's 3 points in it now. It's 12 points to 1-6. Eugene Kine is going back in. The referee is back in to talk to the Limerick fullback. Has a word with him there.
Gibbs to restart us out here now.
Alright, and a puck out now by Gibbs. The Limerick goalkeeper strikes it long. Strikes it long down to the Tipperary 45-yard line up between Dylan Grace and John Burns. And it's won by Donovan. Donovan with a good strike. High ball in. And the ball breaks and Dunlea is on the break again. The Bishopstown man. He solos up the sideline. Good pace by Dunlea. He still has the ball and is foul. The Limerick bench is angered over there. The foul right in front of him. But a good run by Dunlea there up the line. He's having a great game. So Conor Flav is going to come down and take this one, I would imagine. He's receiving some attention over there, maybe getting some water before he takes the free. The Limerick bench very angered by that tackle there right in front of them. Ross Butler is getting talked to by the referee. The Tipperary wing forward. Looks to be just a ticking, or is Eugene Kine going to give him a card? That's just a ticking for Ross Butler. 21 for Tipperary. So Conor Flav lines up. Can he get his 8th score?
With the restart here.
It's a good strike by Flav. And just wide by Flav. Just to the left and wide. 12 points to 1-6 with 20 minutes left in the second half. McCormack with the puck out. It's on top of Mark Ellis again, but well won by James Breen. And the ball into space here in the Limerick forward line, but to no one. And it's back to McCormack. McCormack with a dangerous crossfield ball to Frankie Kennedy. He gets possession. Worked out to John Burns here on the wing. John Burns with a long strike down the same wing. 19 for Tipperary to tip full forward, but well dispossessed by Mick Ward. A long clearance by Evan Curley. It's dropping here on Kevin Lone. The Tipperary cornerback wins the ball and is driving out the field here. A short hand pass by Wickham. Wickham to Brian Power. Brian Power with a short ball to Joey Grace, but he misses it. But it might be okay. It breaks here to the tip full forward. He takes his men on. 19 for Tipperary. Passes it off. Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis runs the ball. How many steps has he taken? Oh, it's pulled on by Ian Gibbs. And it's a wide ball. Or is it a 65? Very unlucky there. A great run by Mark Ellis. Took his men on well and very unlucky not to get a goal there. The Limerick full back line just swarmed him just in time and were able to stop the goal there, and it's out for a 65. The Limerick centre back Eamon Hunter is down injured at the moment, receiving attention. Cian Mahoney is going to take the free, or the 65. Can he put two points between the team? Looks like Paddy Moriarty is in at full forward for Tipperary. Mahoney with the strike, and it's going wide. It's going wide. So Ian Gibbs getting ready to puck out getting ready to take the puck out. Short puck out by Gibbs, and possession is won by the Limerick wing back, and a long strike down towards Dylan Grace. Jumps for the ball, but it's won by the tip cornerback. Wolf from Kilmallock has the ball, fighting for possession, but it's won by Mahoney again, and it's a free out.
takes the ball through 3 lads and wins his free out.
A good free to win by Mahoney there. He broke a couple of tackles and was pulled back. So now a free out from his own 45. He looked to deliver this long, probably in on top of Moriarty. High ball in towards the full forward line. Moriarty is up. It breaks to Mark Ellis, and it's back down again on the ground, and a scramble for possession. Dunley has the ball, but it's after coming back to Joey Grace. Joey Grace to Donovan. Liam Donovan with a quick strike and over the bar. Bit of argument here, did it go over or did it go wide, but the umpires have given a point. The referee is going to go in and talk to him again. So he stops the clock to go in and have a word with these umpires. Tipperary starting to get into the game here now, but will need to convert their scores. Limerick will need to do something to stem the tide here. So he's consulting here with his umpires. Let's see what happens. And he gives a pint. So it's 1-6 to 12 pints.
Limerick lead 12 points.
Drops down on Higgins. Ball breaks to Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis now getting on a lot of ball. John Burns as well. John Burns well blocked down. But it's the tip full back is on the ball and a good clearance. Ross Butler gains possession, gains a breaking ball and a strike, but wide ball. He gives with another puck out. 17 points left in the game here. Limerick up by 2 points. Mick Ward wins a short puck out, delivers it long up the line. But Dylan Grace is bet to the ball this time by the tip cornerback, and he's still going. Loses possession, and it's a sideline to Limerick. Sideline to Limerick. The Tipperary bench is not happy with that call. What is the ref going to do?
Referee's going to stop the clock.
Referee stops the clock here and consults with his linesman. .16 minutes left here in the second half. 12 points to 1-7. And the referee pauses for a water break.
Quick water break here.
So a very close game here at the end of the third quarter. 2 points in it, and it could go either way. Tipperary look to have been on top here in the second quarter, or sorry, in the third quarter, but don't seem to be converting their chances. Mark Ellis there with a great goal chance. Ross Butler with a couple of chances there, and a few wides from frees. Conor Flav is converting his frees, bar one maybe, and that's keeping Limerick ahead at the moment. One would think a goal could be crucial in this game. The next goal in the game could be crucial in the deciding of the game, with scores at a premium here at the moment. Very good quality, decent quality of play here in the New York Junior Hurling final. Of course, we said earlier in the stream, Tipperary are the senior hurling champions here in New York, defeating Waterford, and their third junior hurling final in a row after reforming their junior team in 2018. So they've made their third final in a row here, and will be looking for a win. Limerick, one of the stronger teams back in the 90s. No team for a couple of years, and then reformed in 2016, and are competing in their first ever junior hurling final, and certainly in with a shout of winning this one. Their manager, of course, is a Tipperary man, Eamon O'Donnell, from New Inn in Tipperary. And then on the other side, the captain of the Tipperary team is David Pond from Monaleen in Limerick. So that's just interesting to note. So teams given their final instructions here before the last quarter. The Tipperary team are back out on the field, with Limerick just breaking out to come out in the field. 16 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. We think if Tip can convert some of their chances and limit Flavin on the frees, then they're certainly in with a good chance. But it's 50-50 here at the moment.
And we're into the final 16 minutes.
So sideline cut to Tipperary on the far side. Ross Butler misses it. Dunlea picks up possession again. Turns back onto the left, and a long strike up towards Larkin Kennedy, who's moved into the forwards. Larkin Kennedy misses the ball. Scramble on the ball here on the Tipperary 45. Who's going to get possession? And Limerick look to win possession here now. Conor Flev on the ball, and he strikes it, but he's blocked down by the tip back. A scramble for possession over on the far line. The tip full back with a strike up the middle. Nick Ward here's look to get on the ball. The Limerick cornerback wins possession and a long strike in. Frankie Kennedy, the tip wing back, gets a stick on it, picks up the ball and is driving out the sideline. Conor Flev on possession again. A long ball into Conor Higgins in the full forward line. Can Higgins get the ball? He spills it, but Dylan Grace is on the ball. Turns onto the right, pulls on the ball, and a goal for Limerick, and a goal for Dylan Grace. It's a great score by Limerick. A high ball in. Higgins wins possession, gets it over to Grace, who works it into the net. Tipperary will need to get the next score here. A long puck out by McCormack. Ross Butler misses the ball, and it breaks to the Limerick cornerback. He's on the ground, and it's a free out for Limerick. So it's 112 to 1-7. 5 between the teams.
Great catch there from Conor Higgins.
Evan Curley is going to take the free just behind his own 45 and is going to drive it long up towards Higgins again, I would imagine. Higgins had a crucial part to play in that goal just there.
Evan Curley, Kennedy and the Leitrim man. Get us going here again.
Curley steadies himself up. Strikes long right down the middle. Maybe not as clean as connection as he would have liked. And it's a great catch by Cian Mahoney. Great feeling of the ball. And he breaks out. Breaks out in the free out for Mahoney. Looks like his hurley was pulled back. The referee is going to pull it back. Mahoney was thinking of a quick ball there. Now Mahoney strikes it straight into the full forward line. Moriarty is going to get underneath it with the hand up, and he catches Moriarty. Great catch by Paddy Moriarty. He turns and he's barreling towards goal, and he gets a free in. Is that a penalty or is that a 21-yard free? With all the short passing that's in the game now, there's a lot to be said for a long ball into the full forward line when you have the likes of Conor Higgins or Paddy Moriarty playing in there that can win their own possession. Strike by John O'Neill. The ball is great save by Ian Gibbs again, and the ball is cleared. A wild pull by Mahoney there, but he misses it. David Wolf is on possession. Can he get it into his hand? He should steady up and put it over the bar. And he strikes and goes for goal, but it goes wide, and a point would have been the right decision there. A quick puck out by McCormack. Brian Power drives it down the line. Joey Grace is out in front and strikes. Joey Grace off the right, and it's dropping short. Gibbs catches the ball. Gibbs is having a great game there, kicks it out, and it's a free out for Limerick. Ian Gibbs is having a great game in the goals. The atmosphere is picked up here in Gaelic Park, with the crowd getting into it now at the moment.
5 points separate the teams.
5 points between the team with 12 and a half minutes left in the game.
Clock is stopped.
Clock is stopped for a tip injury. Looks to be Paddy Moriarty. Maybe got a nick on the hand when he went up for that high ball, possibly. He's getting attention there on the left hand by the Tipperary physio. The referee is ushering him off the field. There looks to be a blood sub on for Tipperary. in at full forward. Curley now with the free out. Strikes it long again. Up towards the Tipperary wing forward. A long ball into the full forward line. Is that going to go over the bar? Oh, Higgins with the flick, and it's a goal. A flick by Conor Higgins. Followed the ball in and got the flick on it as McCormick was coming out to catching it. But a great goal by Higgins. And the referee is going to go in and consult with the umpires for a possible square ball. He's going to go in and talk to the referee. I know the umpire has waved the green flag, but he's going to go in and consult with him. No, he gives the goal. 2-12 to 1-7, and a great Limerick now well on top. Tipperary need to get a couple of scores. And Gerard Kennedy wins the ball puck out here. Fighting for the ball. The ball is on the ground. Mark Ellis wins possession here on the sideline, but two Limerick men in and wins a free. Mahoney is going to take the free here, right in front of us.
65 yards out, way on the far side of this field.
Cian Mahoney with the ball in, and it's going to go wide. Tipperary need to steady up here now. There's still 12 minutes left in the game, plenty of time.
With 11 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
So Limerick up by 8 points here, 2-12 to 1-7, with 11 and a half minutes left in the game. Ian Gibbs with a short puck out to Mick Ward. Mick Ward carries the ball up the line and he's going to strike it long. No, he does it, sidesteps his men there, but in fact misses the ball. And the referee playing advantage here to Tipperary. He'll probably pull it back for the free. Pulls it back for the free. Mahoney is going to take the free again. I would imagine the right decision here would be to put this over the bar. Tipperary need to get some scores on the board. And it's a wide ball. It's a wide ball. Still 8 points between the teams here.
I'll be disappointed with that one as Gibbs gets it started off again here.
Gibbs with the puck out again.
Gibbs drives a long high ball over the halfway line.
And it's won by David Pond, who's back in the backs now. Ross Butler strikes, and a good point by Ross Butler. Tipperary needed that score. A fine score there by Tipperary, with David Pond winning the ball in the backs and passing it off to Ross Butler, who puts it over the bar. Down to 7 points now. Ian Gibbs with the quick puck out. Back out to Aaron Dunley, who's been on the ball a lot.
Drives the ball.
Not a clear strike. Number 18 for Limerick gets to the ball. Donaghy takes his man on and passes it off. Who's on the ball? Lachlan Kennedy. Oh, and into the side netting by Lachlan Kennedy. Very unlucky. Very unlucky there.
Quick kick puck out from James McCormick as far as Cian Mahoney. Mahoney over there, just overshoots.
Conor Flav wins the possession in the midfield. A poor clearance by Tipperary. Dylan Grace. Dylan Grace is blocked down by Gorey.
That's Sean Gorey from Tipperary.
And flicks it back to John Burns. John Burns with a long clearance, crossfield ball. Emmett Hunter, is he going to win this one? Emmett Hunter gathers possession, pulls back onto his right, gives it to the tip corner, or the Limerick corner back, who gives it back to Hunter. Hunter clears the ball, but is blocked down by Moriarty, and it's out for a sideline to Limerick. So a sideline for Limerick on their own 21. It looks Mick Ward is on the ball here.
Mick Ward to get us going again here.
Oh, Moriarty with a wild strike there. Moriarty with the butt of the hurley there on Flavin, and could be in trouble here with the referee, who was right in front of him. Flavin looks to be in a lot of playing there. The referee stops the clock. What's the referee going to do here? Flavin is still down on the line. Flav. Yellow card. Yellow card for Moriarty. Flav is down. He's still down. getting some attention. Possibly winded there from that tackle. Having a great game there, Conor Flav. 8 minutes left here. 2-12 to 1-8. 7 points. 7 points between the teams. So the teams regroup. The referee is going to give a free here, free out for Limerick for the tackle by Moriarty. Evan Curley is on the free again. So crucial time in the game here. Flavin is back on his feet and getting an ovation from the crowd. Higgins is out in front of his man and wins the ball very well. Conor Higgins pops it back to James Breen. James Breen with a ball in, but straight to the Tipperary wing back, Frankie Kennedy. Frankie Kennedy gives a short ball to Ross Butler, but possibly a poor ball with two Limerick men right on top of him. But Mark Ellis wins possession. Referee Mark Ellis strikes it to the tip wing forward, Donovan, who takes on his man. Donovan going towards goals. He turns Curley. He still has possession. And the referee gives a free in now.
Free in for number 20, Liam Donovan.
Donovan winning the free there. A good turn of pace. Past a couple of Limerick defenders. And wins a free. Will John O'Neill go for goal here, or will he put it over the bar and put 6 between the teams? He's taking a run up to the ball here, and he strikes over the bar.
Point from number 22. That's John O'Neill.
Good score by John O'Neill. That's his second score of the game from a free.
6 points, 2 goals separate.
6 points between the teams.
12 to 1-9.
Gibbs with the puck out.
Gibbs with the puck out. Pucks it over there.
Pucks it over towards the Limerick wing forward, number 10.
Number 10 for
Fighting for possession under the scoreboard there, Limerick and Tip. Tip man has the ball. Is that O'Mahony with the ball? Oh, and O'Mahony is deemed to have overcarried the ball, and a free for Limerick. A crucial free for Limerick there. So Hunter will take this one. Mahoney unlucky there for Tipperary. He's having a very good game at centre back. So Hunter from his own 45 over on the far side. Quite a distance for goal. Limerick should maybe consider putting an extra man in around the edge of the square there with Higgins. Hunter with the free, strikes it, and it's going to drop around the 21. Dylan Grace jumps up for the ball, wins possession, and Wolf with the score, and a great score by David Wolf. A great score by Limerick there. Dylan Grace broke possession, Wolf got on it and straight over the bar. A great score for Limerick. Short puck out here by McCormack to the tip to Wickham. Wickham back in the corner now. He turns his men. Good hand pass to the full back. Stapleton with a long ball down towards the tip full forward. John O'Neill with a good touch. Has the ball in his hand, turns his men. He's fouled. John O'Neill one possession there and won his own free. And 7 points in it now with 6 minutes left in the game. Well, John O'Neill, will he go for goal here? He's taking a long run up again. Strikes it, and he went for goal, and the ball is blocked, and he's back into pulling it, but misses it. And it's out here, Flavin on his own sideline. On his far sideline, should I say. And a good clearance up the line. Ross Butler for Tip, catches it, the Tip midfielder. Strikes a high ball in again to the full forward line. Oh, and it's won by John O'Neill. John O'Neill turns, can't get the strike off. Well hooked by Mick Ward. And another free for John O'Neill. Another free for John O'Neill. Limerick not too happy about that decision, but probably the right decision. Because John O'Neill starting to cause a lot of trouble in there. Can he put 6 between the teams? John O'Neill with the long run up again. Is he going to go for it again? Oh, and it's blocked again by Gibbs. And Moriarty pulls on the ball, and it's a wide ball. That's 2 chances now for John O'Neill where he went for goal. Still plenty of time left 5 minutes left in the game. Gibbs having a very good game in goals for Limerick. Good strike by short puck out, or on a poor strike should I say, by Gibbs. So a sideline for Tipperary on their own 45-yard line. All the ball down here in the tip forward line at the moment. Liam Donovan, the tip wing forward, about to take this sideline cut. Gets underneath it, a good ball in. And is it going to David Pond races for the ball. The Tipperary captain today. And he takes on number 11. He gets past him, but the ball spills wide. So good defending there by Gerald Kennedy. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game now. Gibbs with the short puck out again, a better one this time to Dunlea. Dunlea with a crossfield ball towards Higgins. Conor Higgins wins the ball and strikes it, but strikes it wide. McCormick with the puck out towards Dunlea. Dunlea misses it, but Lachlan Kennedy picks it up. Dunlea on the ball now again. He's on a ton of ball in this game. Another strike down towards Conor Higgins. Conor Higgins wins possession over on the far sideline, but a flick by the Tipperary fullback Stapleton. A sideline cut for Limerick with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Limerick, I'm sure, will take their time on this sideline. 2:13 to 1-9 to Limerick. Limerick can slow the game down here and they can finish it out. Straight to the tip fullback Stapleton, who clears it off the left. And Wolf is on the ball, the Limerick wing forward. It's won by David Pond, the Tipperary wing forward, who gives a good crossfield ball towards Mahoney, who's now up full forward, marked by Evan Curley. Evan Curley fighting well for the ball, gives away. Mahoney with the quick free off the ground, straight to Moriarty. Moriarty takes on his men. He's running straight for Hunter. Flicks it off to Mark Ellis. Oh, and Mark Ellis is fouled by number 4 from Limerick. Had to do it. Ellis going to take a quick free here now. It looks like it's a 21-yard free, not a penalty. So a good decision by Limerick there. The clock is the clock seems to have been stopped here at 1 minute and 46 seconds. So a goal here, who's taken it? Joey Grace has taken the 21-yard free, strikes it, and saved by Gibbs again. Ian Gibbs having a great game. John O'Neill with the crossfield ball to David Pond, the captain today. Captain again is fouled. Pull back, Mark Ellis looking to take a quick free, but the referee wants to have a word with the Limerick number 4, who's second cynical foul there. That's Chris, and it's a red card for Christopher Mahoney from Limerick, possibly for two cynical fouls in a row, but look to be harsh there. A red card. Mark Ellis lines up here. He's about the 4th Tipperary hurler to go for a goal from the penalty. Good strike, but it's blocked again by Gibbs. Ian Gibbs having a great performance here today, and a long clearance by Shane Doherty, also part of that World Games team, and the New York Junior team. It's won here by the Limerick. 1 minute left to play here. Ross Butler regains possession in the midfield, and he lobs in a high ball in to the full forward line, and it's won by Mick Ward. The Armagh man drives out to the Limerick cornerback. Mark Ellis fighting for possession there, and a free out for Limerick with 50 seconds left in the game. Limerick 2:13 to 1-9 to Tipperary, and it looks like Limerick are going to win this game in their first ever junior Ireland final. Curley is taking his time here on the free, and the clock is ticking down. Limerick 2:13, Tipperary 1-9. So 28 seconds left in the game. Curley taking his time here. He's going to give a long ball in again.
Curley, you get us going again here now. The last few seconds left on the clock.
Curley with the long ball. Kennedy is going to win possession. 10 seconds left in the game here. Kennedy drives out. He's lost the hurley. And time is just about up here. Flav wins the ball and passes it out.
7 points to his name today, been one of today's star performers.
And
Again, turn the ball
the game is over. And Limerick win. What a performance by the Limerick team. What a great win by Limerick. It's their first ever junior hurling championship.
Congratulations to Limerick.
And you know, they have been involved. They've been back in the junior championship since 2016, and they've been building the last couple of years, and are very deserving of a victory here today. They got the goals at crucial times in the game, and some serious saves by their goalkeeper Ian Gibbs kept them in the game, and a fantastic all-round team performance by Limerick. And you know, they're the team with the most American-born players, so it's great to see, and it just goes to show that the amount of work going in here to promote hurling in New York. So I'm delighted for all those players, and what a win for Limerick. You have the likes of Conor Higgins and Ian Gibbs there involved since 2016. Peter Cummins as well. So it's fantastic to see those guys win a championship with Limerick. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, but a great win for Limerick today. Tipperary will be disappointed. They would have probably been favourites coming into the game. They'll certainly be disappointed with the result. I'm sure they would have loved to have done the double with the junior and the senior championship. They'll certainly be disappointed, but you know, it wasn't to be today. It seemed that Limerick wanted the game more, and I'd just like to congratulate the Limerick team on a great victory.
Thank you. So I just clicked on the stream on YouTube, right?
Yeah, you see where make sure it shows that control panel I showed you before. What do you see?
I just see like as if I was going to watch it, like.
Okay. Look at the top right. You see where it shows the little thing with the camera or something like that?
Yep.
Click that. And you see where it says go live?
Yep.
Click that.
Okay.
It's just I like my response.
Yep.
Peace out.
Okay.
Can we have both teams over the presentation stand over here? Both teams over this side of the field, please.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, and just knock it off. Yep, got it. All right, thank you. All right, talk to you later. Yep. All right, bye.
While we're waiting for the teams to come across, I'd like to just take a moment, please, to thank our referee Eugene Coyne and all of our umpires and linesmen and everyone who made today possible. I'd also like to thank our main sponsors, Nablus and Gotham, for their continued support. Without them, none of this would happen. I'd like to start by thanking Tipperary for a fantastic game. You're an amazing club. Proof of the pudding this year, winning the senior championship. A team that has always been here for semi-finals and finals, and I've no doubt you'll be back again next year. So if we could please put a round of applause for the Tipperary team. To the hurling division in general, it has been a fantastic season all year for hurling. I wish we had more of it. It's always the most exciting game. But thanks to Richie Hartnett and all of the Hurling Division Committee who have been tremendous. On that note, where do I start? It's been a long time since we've had a Limerick team lift a cup here. I do remember back in the day, there were always a club that were very formidable opponents. I have to give them a lot of credit for what they've done for our native-born hurlers. They've definitely set the pathway, and a lot of credit has to be given to them for having the faith in our own homegrown American-born players. So congratulations to that. But before I actually mention and present the cup, I'd like if everybody could please put a huge round of applause for our own New York hurling team who won the World Games in Ireland last week. On that note, can I have the captain, please, of Limerick, Mick Ward? I'm sure he'll say something.
Alright lads, first of all, can we just give a quick round of applause to Tipperary for a brilliant game and a brilliant season? And a big thank you to Joan, Richie and the rest of the hurling committee for all they do to get this, organised for us. It's been brilliant this year, so thank you to them. Round of applause for them. And last but not least, just a big thank you to Petey, Eamon, Higgins for all the hard work that they put into this club, lads. We would not be here without you. Absolute legends. Eamon's son only born on Wednesday, and he's out with us tonight to celebrate, so unreal lads, well done, thank you.